What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Total Specialist, Week 11, Day 2, first SBD day off the block. Started off with a single at 6 on squats. Initially, I loaded 385. However, after I finished the rep, I didn't think that was a 6. I thought it was a little too easy. So I bumped it to 395, and that was a little more my speed. Yes, there was some slowdown, at least, but consistent through the rep. So it wasn't like I got stuck anywhere. It was just a slower rep than 385, which is what I was expecting. And that puts me in a good position. There's a certain squat that I want to hit at the end of this program, and I was concerned going into today that I wasn't going to be able to touch it. And I'm still a little concerned, but now I'm a bit more confident that I might be able to handle it potentially. So we had two back-off triples. The first one was at RPE 4, and the second one was at RPE 5. I picked 355 for the first set, and that was a little bit more challenging than I had anticipated. Not too bad, but bad enough to where I left 355 for the second set. And interestingly enough, it was a little easier the second time around. So it was more like I did a set of 3 at 5 and then a set of 3 at 4. But it all evened out in the end. The volume was the same. Overall, I think it was a good call. Could I have gone up to 365 for that second triple? Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Then we had two more triple back-offs with 320 pounds. This was generated by the program. So decent amount of squat volume, but nothing that I couldn't handle. Like I mentioned, squats have been feeling very, very good. But we'll see what happens when I get over 400, which is where the benchmark of, okay, what can I actually achieve is for me at this point in time. So we got our close grip bench. We're down to 4 sets of 6 now, but they're still ascending. And I picked 240, 250, 260 as my ascending sixes. Yeah, there's not much to say about the close grip bench. It's moving well. It's going as good as I think it could be. But, you know, relative to last block, when we get up to about 275, I think we'll probably start to see some caution being taken with picking the loads. And then, of course, we had the 10% drop for the final set, which dropped me down to 235 for an average weight of 246, which is what I put into the sheet because you can't put the weights of individual sets in there, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. So I screwed up on these Romanians. I started 285 again. I realized that the last block I had also started with 285 pounds for my first top set, and we're down to 4s. I should have bumped it at least a chip. That's my bad. But overall, it was very decent. I am pretty gassed when it comes to this point in the workout, so it might have been an RP6. It's hard to tell, but yeah, I can't believe that I did 285 twice. 2 blocks back-to-back as a top set for the first week. I'm just not paying attention to those kinds of things. We had 2 sets of 4 with 255 as back-offs. That was actually a chip from what the program recommended, but I just didn't want to take off. I just didn't want to do all that stuff. So, leg press, 695 pounds for 3 sets of 8. Or actually, no, 695 pounds was the top set, and then we dropped to 625 for 2 sets of 8 afterwards. Yes, I'm leaving the leg press in. Like, that's just what it is, you know. I'm writing it out. And I said I was going to do that, and I think it's overall a good call. I could have probably swapped hack squats in here if I really wanted to, but this program is just no hack squats. We're writing it out with the leg press. We're writing it out with the squat variation on the 4th day. And the leg press is fine to me. You know, I'm not so much worried about the ROM anymore. I think I'm fine. Like, I'm progressing in other areas just fine. I don't feel like I'm leaving anything on the table. And if I am, obviously, I'm unaware, which I think is all you can really hope for. Just to be unaware of what you're missing out on, right? Ignorance is bliss. Lying hamstring curls, 3 sets of 9, 160, and nothing much to say. They're lying hamstring curls. Every single time I talk about these, I say something like, I wish I could do Nordics, I wish I could do GHRs, but they're fine. They do the job that I need them to do. And again, like I said, I'm taking this attitude of, I'm in this last block. I don't really think there's anything I can do to eke out anything else. And things have served me well because I've hit a bunch of PRs on this program. So I'm not going to worry about whether or not I should be doing this or I should be doing that. I have a tendency to overthink these things. We're starting the calf raises at 205 pounds for 4 sets of 10. And then we finished off with some planks, which I did not record. And that's it for this workout, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This first day has been very nice, and it has me a little excited for what's to come in this final block.